the differences between Minescape Legacy and Minescape. Oh fuck, I have to remember the names. Hey guys, what's up? Little Pet Frog here today, and today we're going to go a different type of video. We're going to do the differences between Minescape Legacy and Minescape Reborn. If you don't know what they are, the one that I normally play on is Minescape Legacy, and that was made by Skip. And the other one is Minescape Reborn, and that was made by 6-Bits. And I'm going to quickly go over some of the major differences that you can easily find within the two servers. Please note that this is entirely unbiased, and you have the right to decide which server is better for you, depending on what your needs are and what your preferences are. So on Minescape Legacy, one of the let's see, combat is very different from Minescape Legacy compared to Minescape Reborn. I'm really trying to remember the names now because I have to separate them somehow. One of the other main features that you can obviously note is that Minescape Legacy has a little built-in wiki, which can easily help new players. And on Minescape Reborn, it is more competitive based, and the stats are visible via the same technique I just used, but instead of showing stats, it'll show top 10. That'll kind of let you know who's in the top 10, which is kind of nice. Another feature that Minescape Reborn has is its friend feature. I'll go over those in a minute to show you how those work as well. But friend feature allows you to add people, and whenever they come online, you can view their stats without having to be next to them or go in the Discord and do exclamation point stats, which is somewhat convenient sometimes. So another real big one is the combat. The combat can differ in so many different ways between the two. Minescape Reborn combat is much more RuneScape based, and the Minescape Legacy combat is much more Minecraft based, and you have to get more involved in the Minescape Legacy combat. For skills right now, as far as we know, Minescape Legacy has more skills, but I've heard that Minescape Reborn is also going to be doing some skills. I might want to do this real quick before anybody joins. Anyways, let's see, what's another major one? Okay, so on Minescape Reborn, you are allowed to save spot, which adds a lot to the game, but also removes a lot. It makes it so you can just kind of AFK grind, and that could be really nice for low levels, but also kind of ruins some of the combat, more or less. Minescape Reborn has animations with its skills, and that can kind of be a little laggy. The textures on Minescape Reborn are a little bit better in quality, and they match RuneScape a lot better. Whereas in Minescape Legacy, I hope I said that right, Minescape Legacy has a lot faster texture pack, and a lot of people can run it without much hassle. And if you really need it, you can download this one with ease, whereas the other one, they do not allow you to download it as easily as they do in this one. One thing to note is that scrolling through this texture pack is a lot easier, and you can find some cool stuff with future updates if you look really closely. The most recent thing I found would be noted ores for construction. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm going to go over to combat real quick, and I will show some of the stuff, just so that's kind of out of the way. Another major difference is right now that this Minescape Legacy has agility, which can be a positive and a negative, and it allows for things like shortcuts through Slayer Tower, where that hasn't been added yet in Reborn. So more active with strafing, whereas the other one, it would automatically just let you sit there. And if I was at this distance, I wouldn't be able to hit him and strafe the mob and not take damage. So this one's, you can be evasive in this one. Let's hop out into the other server real quick. Alright, so on this one you can see it's much more RuneScape textured. There are a lot more 3D models, but also there's a lot of models also missing right now. As you see, I put on the D'hide body, and it isn't there. And that's why this game is still in development. So, and let's do some combat in this. Well, I'm probably gonna die. So as you see, if I try to strafe the woman, it doesn't do as effective because it still take damage. If you hold tab is the only way to actually see how much HP you have, which is really annoying. So you may take a damage, and there's also an MP3 sound that plays whenever you do. A thing to note is when moving inventory is super slow on this because you have to click and then click again. It's not very fun. There are slots that you can't use in your inventory, so the inventory is much more restricted than this one in particular. There's a shield slot, and you cannot put arrows or anything in your offhand. That's another difference to note, is that you need arrows in your offhand versus when you need arrows in your quiver slot. There are a lot more spells in this, but nobody uses them yet. And there are only 3 quests, and there's a quest book in this one, which is also a notable difference between the two. You can choose which combat style you'd like, which is also another thing you can do in both servers, but in Minescape Legacy, it is quite a bit easier than in Reborn. There's a social option. You can see your friends, and you can see that your friends are online. Let's go Demented here. We can view his skills, and we can see what he has. And also, when you click on a skill, instead of it giving you an in-game wiki, it gives you a top list, so you can see who is on the top of the boards and what skill, magic, or, defense. So that is also a notable difference. Another downside and positive side of this as well is that there are skins, but they choose which skins you can have, and it's kind of it's limited right now, and I feel like there could be more. There in the general stores, there is a GE system, so everything you buy takes a while to regen. You get it back. So yeah, that's kind of the notable things I've seen so far. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I try to stay biased to neither server right now. As you know, I am a legacy player though, so I will stick to that mainly. But you can find me on both servers. So, I hope you all enjoyed yourself. I hope you go subscribe and like to both YouTube channels. I'll link them. Maybe. Probably not, because then I would be angry. But, yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. Frog out. Peace.